Well, good morning, everyone. It is so great to see you all here, and of course, to welcome the Prime Minister of our country to Oakville.
Last week, we released our budget, which is all about fairness for every generation, especially Gen Z and millennials. Younger generations are worried that regardless of how hard they work, how many side hustles they get, it looks like they won't have the kind of life that they saw their parents and grandparents able to give them.
I'm delighted to welcome you all to our town hall today with the Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Justin Trudeau. And we're gathering here today on the unceded territories of the Squamish, the Tsleil-Waututh, and the Musqueam people.
I was able to talk to people who are working on figuring out when patients should be released from hospitals. And it helps people not be released too early so that we don't die. Wonderful, amazing that that work is being done right here. I saw work being done so that robots can do chemistry experiments.
Well, listen, I want to thank all of you. You are here because Paul has immense admiration for you, for the work you do. I know it's a great group of people where we agree on all sorts of things and look forward to digging into the places where we can all learn from each other. Grandparents, loaf of bread used to cost me a nickel or whatever it is. It's this idea that, oh no, housing was always the big expense and it was always hard to get into housing. So they see young people saying, oh, it's hard to get into housing. I'm like, yeah, no, we lived that. And to explain to them, no, you didn't. There is something foundationally different in this generation that young people have great jobs and a solid side hustle and shifted expectations, and they still can't find a place to actually start on that path towards home equity or home ownership. Like that shift is different. Well, that's not fair. So we've been stepping up, putting in the work, talking to Canadians, talking to housing experts, talking to builders, so that we could bring the right solutions that meet the moment. So today, we are releasing the most comprehensive and ambitious housing plan ever seen. Part of it's the underinvestment in housing construction over decades, but there's other things happening. And getting seniors to understand that there is something different, I think is a bit of a challenge that we're still working on.
The real important part of today's event is the young people behind us. And I want to thank them. I want to thank them for having such a blunt and engaged conversation. And the question in politics is always, okay, is it worth it? Is the time I'm spending away from my family worth it because I'm doing enough to build enough of a better world to make up for the missed story time or the missed bedtimes that I'm on the road for? And you never get a clear answer to that, but just asking the question of saying, okay, am I doing this to score points or to win, or am I doing this to actually make things better for the largest number of people? And that's one of the things that helps me stay with this job.